All right, gents, with the last video doing so well, I figured we should do a Quentin Tarantino tier list before some less talented noob on YouTube does it.
Smart thinking, Barack. We gotta be ahead of the competition.
God, this list better be good. I really wanted to see the new Shazam movie tonight.
Trump, that movie looks like total ass. You're doing yourself a favor by hanging with us tonight.
Nah, fam, my boy David F. Sandberg is a G. I've been supporting him since I discovered his YouTube channel 10 years ago.
Yes, Sandberg is a G, but he's nothing to our boy QT. Starting off the list tonight is an obvious A-tier movie, Reservoir Dogs.
This movie is the definition of lame.
God, I knew this day was gonna suck.
Joe, have you taken your old man meds today? This is a bottle movie classic. To say anything else is blasphemy.
What kind of heist movie doesn't show the heist?
One that is trying to subvert your expectations, numb nuts.
Don't you ever use that phrase ever again to me, Barack. It makes me think too much about The Last Jedi.
Oh shit, fam, my bad. I forgot you're still recovering from that.
You're good, homie. Anyway, I'd be fine with that if they'd actually show something cool, but do they? No. All they do through the whole movie is yell the F word at each other.
It's because they're suspicious of each other.
It's not creative writing.
Joe, be real. Do you hate the movie because it ruined Madonna for you?
Maybe.
You're such a simp, Joe. You should see what she looks like nowadays. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I think I'd rather tap Hillary. Just put that movie in A-tier Obama and let's move on.
Straight facts, Don. Up next is Pulp Fiction, another easy S-tier.
Nope, B-tier top.
Oh my Christ, Joe.
Brandon, what the actual fuck is wrong with you today? You're acting like a whiny toddler.
This movie is more overrated than the Queen of England.
Joe, explain your bullshit opinion right now or else you're dead to me.
Same fam, you have 30 seconds.
Okay, here's why the movie is overrated. While the Boss's Wife story and the Golden Watch story are fun on their own right, they have nothing on the Bonnie situation. In my opinion, the only thing the two other stories accomplish narratively is to contextualize the life Jules is planning on leaving. Which, I mean, cool world building and all, but Jules is a fucking hitman. We as an audience can already fill in what kind of fucked up shit goes on in that line of work. So those other stories are superfluous, and they took away a great opportunity to have a suspenseful scene involving the wolf, Vincent, and Jules transporting the body across town.
The fact that you have such a lucid and well-articulated opinion that's complete bullshit amazes me, Joe. Who gives a fuck if they don't add anything to the main story? They're fun.
I hate to do this to you, Joe, but I'm agreeing with Donald. Even though the two other stories aren't as interesting as the Bonnie situation, they are too iconic and too entertaining on their own right. Ignoring their value because they don't enhance the main storyline would be a sin. S-tier.
I agree with you, Barack, S-tier. However, I would like to acknowledge Sleepy Joe's well-formed argument. Even though I think it's complete and utter horseshit, it brought a new insight that I hadn't considered before.
Thank you, Donald. While this ranking is total malarkey, I appreciate the compliment.
It's okay, buddy. We can all agree on the next one.
Damn straight we can. Next up, Jackie Brown, S-tier.
You want to tell him, Joe, or should I?
You tell him.
Tell me what?
It's mid-AF, Barack.
Yeah, sorry to say it, pal, but this is bottom-tier Tarantino.
What the hell it is? This movie is fucking fantastic.
No, it really isn't, buddy.
How can you even say that, Joe? It is a great throwback to blaxploitation films of the 70s, and it has your favorite MILF in the world, Pam Grier.
She's never been my favorite, Barack. That honor has and will always go to Lisa Ann.
Solid choice, Joe. But yeah, I'm sorry to say this, Barack the movie, while solid and an enjoyable time, is nothing in comparison to his other work. I'd personally give it C-tier, but I'm willing to give it B-tier if Joe is.
Nope, C-tier. It's his worst movie, in my opinion.
C-tier it is then.
Man, fuck you two. You guys just hate it because it has no cool white characters in it.
Hit it right on the head, Kobe. Now on to the Kill Bill movies. Are we going to rate them together as one movie like Tarantino sees it, or are we going to break it up into volumes 1 and 2?
I say we do separate volumes. While I respect Tarantino's perspective that volumes 1 and 2 are a single movie, the two are completely different in both tone and body count.
Same.
Agreed.
Okay, how do you guys feel about volume 1?
A-tier. The action and music are amazing, and Uma Thurman's feat, her portrayal of the bride is effortless to watch.
Weird Freudian slip there, Joe, but I can't disagree with what you're saying. While I feel an S-tier would be more appropriate, A-tier is a ranking I would be happy to accept.
Love how we all can agree on this one. A-tier. Now, how do you guys feel about Volume 2?
It's a step down from Volume 1, in my opinion. While I admire Tarantino for giving him another acting opportunity, I felt David Carradine was miscast as Bill. I personally can't take a villain seriously when his lisp reminds me of Sylvester the Cat. And besides Uma Thurman punching herself out of a grave, I can hardly remember anything about the movie.
Same. While in tandem with Volume 1, it's amazing on its own, it's only digestible. I honestly wish Volume 2 could have been condensed into Volume 1.
I agree. I mainly watched the second out of respect for the ending. So what do you guys think, C-tier?
I think that's too harsh. I think it deserves B-tier.
I think that fits. As long as we can agree that the overarching story of 1 and 2 is A-tier.
Facts.
I agree, Base. Take Joe. B tier it is. Okay, on to Death Proof. What do you guys think about this movie?
This one is difficult for me. There's so much excessive dialogue to this movie. Usually I love that shit, but in this movie, many of the conversations missed the mark.
Fuck the dialogue, Joe. This movie has some of the best practical stunt work ever put to film.
Not to mention that lap dance scene.
Fucking facts, Barack. That's honestly the sexiest thing I've ever seen in my life, and that's including the time I had my banana peeled by Stormy Daniels.
Didn't want that mental image, Don, but yeah, it was hot AF. And let's not forget just how awesome all the women are in the cast. Each one of them stands out in their own unique way.
My favorite is the girl in the cheerleader's outfit.
We know it is, Joe.
Badass women aside, though it's still such a bore to watch at times. Yes, that chase at the end makes up for it, but I'd rather just watch the moments I love on YouTube rather than trying to sit through the whole movie again.
You bring up a good point, Joe. While we all have scenes of movies that we love to watch on YouTube, if we only ever watch those clips because we can't stand the rest of the movie, that's a sad failure on the director's part.
I guess you have a point, Barack. I'm fine with putting it in B tier. Not above Volume 2, though.
That's a fair assessment.
I can live with that. Okay, now on to Inglourious Bastards. Fucking amazing movie. S tier.
I agree. Christoph Waltz is a national treasure, and it has the best dialogue of any Tarantino movie.
Agreed. The opening scene alone is S-tier material. If the movie had ended there, I would have been satisfied. It's his undisputed masterpiece, S-tier.
Facts, Donald. By the way, didn't you see it opening night with Ye?
Yes, I did.
What did he think of it?
He liked it, but thought it was very one-sided.
That checks out.
Sadly, yeah. All right, now on to Django Unchained.
Oh, I bet this is your favorite movie, Barack?
Lick my nuts, Don. Just because it has a mostly black cast doesn't mean it's my favorite.
So you didn't like it?
Oh, hell no. This movie kicks more ass than Jackie Chan. Jamie Foxx is iconic, as Django Leo is perfectly hateful as Calvin Candy, and Sam Jackson is the most detestable nigga put to screen. S tier.
Well, I personally didn't like the movie. It was way too violent, and I hated how much it said the N-word.
I didn't.
Joe, don't pretend to be a social justice warrior. It's okay to love the movie, N-words and all.
Really? Oh, in that case, yeah, this movie is no cap baller.
The gunplay and the practical blood squibs in this movie are top-notch as well. In a world of CGI blood, it's nice to see a director still use the old ways.
Hate to agree with such a conservative notion, but no cap that's faxed on. CGI blood can suck my black dick.
The only thing I can knock the movie is its editing. It had the same multiple ending problem Return of the King had.
I honestly never minded it.
Same, I get what you mean, Joe, but it's never been an issue for me. How much of an issue is it for you?
Just a minor
It's
one.
always a minor with you, Joe.
Shut up, Trump. Anyways, like I was saying, it's only a slight issue for me. I'd be happy to give it A tier.
A tier it is then. Okay, this is where shit might be heated. It's time to talk about the hateful eight. And no, I'm not talking about my bastard children. What are y'all's thoughts?
Masterful. A tier. Seeing the roadshow version in glorious 70mm was a treat I'll never forget.
Lucky bastard, I was cooking dinner for Michelle that night. Anyways, I caught it in my local AMC later that week, and goddamn, I loved every minute of it. Ennio Morricone's score deserved its Oscar win, and in my opinion, it's an even better bottle movie than Reservoir Dogs.
God, you guys are weird for liking this movie. It's so slow and boring. I stopped watching it after the second episode.
Episode 2? Joe, are you talking about the Netflix extended cut?
Is that what I watched?
Jesus, Joe, you fucking hack.
And you didn't see it in theaters?
No, I went and saw The Force Awakens instead.
You went and saw New Hope Redux instead of an original Tarantino film? For that alone, you don't deserve a vote on this movie.
Okay, now for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, or as I like to call it, Once Upon a Time, Tarantino actually knew how to make a good movie.
The fuck are you talking
Wow,
about, Barack?
Barry, way to drone strike this tier list. Knew it was only a matter of time.
Fuck you, Trump! This movie is just an amalgamation of cinematic Family Guy cutaway scenes for old white people. Oh, look at me, I'm Tarantino. Remember when us old white people used to watch shit TV, drive shit cars, listen to shit radio, and were able to fuck underage girls? Wow, weren't those wonderful times?
I don't see what the problem is. Are these supposed to be negatives?
Be honest, Trump, if Tarantino's name wasn't on the poster, you wouldn't have watched it.
But it does have his name on it, and it's a great movie. While many scenes equate to nothing, every single one of them is just a nice time to watch. It's mellow, groovy, hip, and overall, just a swell time.
Donald, the fact you said mellow, hip, and groovy all in one sentence makes your take more worthless than usual. The movie is a waste of time, talent, money, and worst of all, it did my boy Bruce Lee dirty.
Obama, you didn't even think of that opinion yourself. You just got it from Joe Rogan.
I did not, Trump. I've been watching Bruce Lee kick ass before I even rolled my first joint. That man is an honorary brother to me.
Funny, I thought black people hated rooftop Koreans.
He was Chinese, you fucking dipshit.
Oh, like you could tell the difference.
Hey guys, I think someone just entered our chat.
What's up, ninjas?
Holy shit, it's QT himself.
Holy shit it is. How the hell did you get onto my private server?
I'd love to tell you, Wigga, but the flashback sequence would take a half an hour.
And it wouldn't move the plot along either.
Yeah, but it'd be dope as hell because I'd have Sam Jackson narrate it. But anyways, what's this I'm hearing about you boys ranking my films? Specifically, what's up with my boy Barack hating on Hollywood?
It was more boring than watching paint dry. I love your other movies, QT, but Hollywood was mad
Homie,
crap.
you got no taste whatsoever. Wait, why the fuck did you guys put Jackie Brown into C tier? This is such a bullshit
Did you
take.
just call me homie?
I know my movies better than anyone. Only I can properly rank them. Give me the controls of the list and let's fix the bullshit you guys have agreed on, okay?
Fine. God, this should be interesting.
And like a badass motherfucker, I am done. There's the proper list.
Wait, why the fuck did you put Pulp Fiction in B tier?
Yeah, what the hell, Quentin? That's one of your best works.
Really? Guys, the movie is fun, but the only amazing storyline is the fucking Bonnie situation.
Fucking told you guys.
Yeah, my man Joe knows the truth. Oh, by the way, did you guys know that the blueberry pancake bit in Pulp Fiction, that's a true story? Yeah, no joke. I had just lost my virginity to a streetwalker named Lola. You know, like Lola Bunny, okay? And while I was licking her feet like the good little foot puppy I am, she started to moan about how much she wanted some blueberry pancakes from IHOP. And she told me that if I was a good little puppy, ate her diarrhea-stained panties, choked myself with a belt, and sang the Chinese national anthem perfectly in Mandarin, that she would take me to IHOP and let me order off the kids' menu.
Jesus Christ, I think I just lost all respect for QT.
Same fam, I'm logging off before he tells us about the inspiration for the Golden Watch story.
I'm with you, buddy. See ya, Joe.
See ya, Joe.
See you later, guys. Sounds like a perfect way to start the morning if you ask me.
Jeez, what a bunch of kink-shaming dicks.
Yeah, I don't get the hate, to be
Yo,
honest.
Joe, want to come over to my house and watch Columbo and eat some blueberry pancakes?
Hell yeah, I would.
Cool, I'll DM you my Addy fam.
Cool, man. See you in a bit.